Music Man, Music Man.
Hello and welcome to Relationship Soup. I'm your host, Lisa Hughes. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. How y'all doing today? I hope your week is off to a fantastic start. Yes, Relationship Soup podcast is on a Tuesday on today. Just want to try a little bit something different, right? So we live on Tuesdays. So thank y'all all for joining me today. I really appreciate you. Of course, I got some dynamic guests and stuff lined up on this new day. Okay. And I actually got somebody waiting in the studio right now. I'm going to do something special tonight, y'all. And I'm going to get to it, right? So anyway, let me get to my spiel first before I get into this show because it's going to be dope tonight, right? So anyway, like I said, thank y'all for joining me. I see y'all comments already. You know I'm going to bring them on. But let me do my spiel first. So if you are not liking, following, joining the group, y'all tripping. On YouTube, please make sure when you are watching this on YouTube that y'all hit that subscribe button. It's just YouTube. It's at Relationship Soup, period, right? Relationship Soup, period. You got to put the period on the end. If you don't put the period on the end, you're going to end up on, it's a long story. I already told that story before. On Facebook, it's Relationship Soup Group. On IG, it's Relationship Soup. And then if you want to follow me, it's Relationship Soup LLC or Lisa Hughes, right? So, and also you got to go to the website. Like if you need a greeting card, whatever, we have them for all occasions and holidays. Heck, we even got them for your pets. So just hit up relationshipsoup.com, right? So that's that. All right, boom. Let me see here. There's one more thing I do want to talk about really quickly before I get to y'all comments and before I get into this show. This is going to be a dope show because I got some dope topics lined up. And plus, I'm going to want to hear what y'all got to say. All right, boom. So let me go ahead and I do want to talk about this upcoming event. All right, boom. So check it. My Mental Health Matters presents The Brunch. So this is a really dope event that's going on August the 17th. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. And it's food for the mind, body, and soul. This is going to be a really dope event. Okay. It's going to be at Friendship Church, which is located at 1301 North Dillard Avenue. And then they're going to have a dynamic guest speaker, Darlene McCoy Jackson. She's a host of Praise AM 1310. She's a singer, songwriter, all that. So you definitely going to want to get out to see her. And then other speakers include Dr. Janet Grinstead as well as Nicole Garrett. And it will be hosted by Tania Carroll. Advance tickets are $65. And if you want more information, you can hit that QR code or you can call 317-923-1239. That's 317-923-1239. All right, so that's that. Okay, boom. So let me go ahead and get into y'all comments. Let's see here. Hey, Summer. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy Tuesday to you too. Vonda. Hi, Vonda. Not Fonda. Yes, Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. We are here on a Tuesday on today, right? So thank you so much for joining me. All right, so where do I want to go tonight? Like I said, I think this is going to be a really dope show. We're going to do something a little different tonight. And as promised, and as you probably seen me promote, I'm going to put the link in the comments, right? I'm going to put the link in the comments where you can come and join me in the studio, right? You got something you want to talk about, something you want to say, or whatever. I'm going to put the link out there. Follow the directions. It'll put you in the studio, right? All you got to do is have a cell phone, desktop, laptop, whatever, okay? And so, you just join me in the studio and I'm going to bring you on and let's talk about it because some of y'all be hitting me during the show talking about put me in, right? Hey, put me on, right? So now it's your opportunity. You can join me. So I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the comments now, okay? This is for you to join StreamYard. You got something you want to say? You want to respond? You want to give some advice or whatever? Come join me. Sorry, boom. It's in the comments. It's going a little slow. Y'all should see it in there, okay? All right, so we have a few more comments and then I'm going to get into some stuff because let me tell you this. Y'all already know it's been popping in Relationship Soup. Like I said, we're well over 25K strong right now, right? So I'm going to address those topics too. And whatever is on y'all mind. So let me go ahead and get to y'all comments before we get into the first topic. And then I got somebody special in the studio too. Okay, boom, you from NYC now. Happy Tuesday. What's up, Mr. Daniel Artest? I've been saying that for a minute. Maybe I picked it up from you along the way, or I don't know, because you are a New Yorker. Maybe you are my other homegirl from Long Island. I don't know. But I just been saying, I even say it in the classroom. I'll be like, okay, boom. Right? So that's just my thing. That's just my thing. All right, so Mark, thank you for joining me, Mark Lee. I really appreciate that. I know you are a busy, busy man and you got things going on, but hey, you're here with me tonight and I appreciate that. All right, boom. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and get into it, okay? So the first question or scenario that I want to ask y'all about too, because this listener wanted y'all advice. They hit me up last week. Y'all know I didn't really have a show last week. So they hit me up and was like, Lisa, please talk about this on Relationship Soup. I said, say less. All right, y'all. So picture this. Okay. So most of us have probably broken up with somebody or been broke up with, right? We can probably agree to that. So what this person wants to know, so this person and their ex-boo just broke up. Okay. So, but this is the kicker. They run in the same circles. They met and they run in the same circles. Okay. So this person wants advice on how should they move because it's not like a regular situation. When you break up with somebody, you're not necessarily always in the same circles. Y'all might have met each other's friends or whatever, but y'all not really, connected like that. So their question is, how do you move? And you all are probably like, Lisa, what you talking about? Okay, so this is how this works because I kind of know the situation a little bit. So it's just like there's this group of really cool people. I don't know. It's probably, 25, 30 people. And they all like have barbecues. They go to clubs. They travel. They do all this stuff together. And that's how these two met. Okay. So, but it didn't work out. So now they broke up. But hey, the group gonna keep on meeting up. So they like, how should you move? Okay. So I'm gonna open that up. What advice do you have for this fellow Relationship Soup member who don't know how to move? All right. So I'm gonna let y'all think about that for a minute. All right. because I have some stuff that I would say um, on how you should move if you're running in the same circles. My first bit of advice: don't talk to nobody in that run in the same circles. I don't care how cool they are, unless y'all can really set those boundaries in the first place. Because if it doesn't work out, it's just gonna be awkward, right? So I'm curious what Music Man has to say about this. I'm gonna bring on my guest, and we're gonna kind of vibe about this a little bit. And again, if y'all want to get into the studio, come on with your questions or whatever. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring Music Man on because I kind of want his opinion as well. Okay. Oh, I see you, Bianca. Hey, Bianca, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Listen, I'm going to get into them posts that was in Relationship Soup, and you know what I'm talking about, okay? So I'm going to be talking about what y'all was saying on them posts, too. So we're going to get into that in a minute, but thank you so much for joining me. Vernon Owens, thank you so much. Yes, happy Tuesday. Thank you for watching because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me, and I appreciate that. All right, boom. So I'm gonna bring Music Man on, okay? And we're gonna kind of briefly talk about it. Like I said, if y'all want to get into the studio, hit that link. I'll bring you on. All right. So Music Man, I hope you're ready to be added to the stage because I'm about to put you on. Let's give this listener some advice. Let's give this fellow Relationship Soup member some advice on how they should move with someone that they broke up with, and they all running and they run into these close circles. What's up,
What's
Music?
up?
How are you?
Good. How are you, Lise?
I'm well. I'm well. I'm well. Look. Can you see me now? Can you
I
see
can
me now?
see you now. I can hear you now.
My
I can hear you now.
boy,
Verizon.
listen.
My Boost Mobile's working tonight too, so
Oh, you
that's
mean
on my side.
your Virgin Boost?
My Virgin Boost is working tonight, so I'm
Virgin
good.
Boost on? Listen.
Can y'all hear me now? Oh my goodness. So yeah, I heard the topics. Can How do you move after breakup when in a friend circle? We all got to break up. We can't be friends. Not the friends, not the boo thing. We can't be friends. We just can't be friends. Nah, it's a wrap in a way.
Facts.
Because those feelings gonna be roaming. I'm seeing you over there. I'm trying to chill and have a good time with the feelings group. I'm be thinking of memories and thoughts of like, us being in a relationship. Like it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna feel away. You gonna feel away.
Okay.
It
Because
ain't gonna work.
to me, right, it seems like, of course, you got to be human first. You got to feel through all the emotions. Like the first thing, I think that you really need to recognize that, yo, this is going to be a challenge and this is actually happening. I think realizing
Facts.
that is like probably one of the first important steps, right? It just seems like going cold turkey going to be the thing to do. 'Cause surely you got some other friends.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you kind of like go cold? Because if you just break up with somebody and then you gonna keep on seeing them, what do you think that would prolong your healing period?
It's definitely gonna prolong it because you're literally pulling off that scat over and over again. You're trying to heal and say, okay, we're done. We went our separate ways, but you're literally seeing that person every day. It's like dating your boss and then you're going to work every day. It's like that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Right.
It's You have to separate it if it's truly gonna be a breakup. I mean, there's a difference if we're taking a break, but if it's truly a breakup, that's not gonna work because you don't give yourself the time to heal and separate from each other. And again, those feelings are going to continue to conjure up every time you see that person, and you're gonna want the old thing back.
I totally agree with that. And to me, that would impede on like your self discovery because after a breakup, and I ain't knocking how nobody moved because ain't nobody's path cookie cutter, right?
No doubt.
But it would seem like it would be a good idea to not monkey by it, meaning, I'm not just gonna jump from this lover to the next lover to the next lover. I'm gonna go on and take some time and get some self discovery. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
don't
ahead
do
and put
that.
it out with myself, right? I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna do this different stuff. And it just seems like if you're trying to do that, but you seeing homie or homette all the time, like doesn't that kind of like impede on that process? What do you think?
100%. And then the other part is you can really set yourself back. If that person starts to be in a different relationship and seeing that you're impeding more pain on yourself, and it's further pushing back your healing process and your journey, and you can literally cause yourself to go into deep depression and really question your self worth because you're like, well, what was wrong with me? They moved on so fast with this next person. You seeing that, or that they look like they're happy without me. I thought we was happy together. So there's so many layers and variables to it that you really have to, like you say, separate yourself, do the self healing, separate from that situation. And I mean, if the friends, like I said, if y'all both tight with friends, maybe there's a place and a time where you can be cordial, but not right away. You can't just like break up, this weekend and then next week hang out with the crew. It ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work. You got to take some time to work on yourself, because there may be a point in time where you've done the self healing work, where you can work together, and be cordial. But yeah, I mean, there's some scabs that are too soon to kind of reopen and try to act like we weren't kicking it last week. It's just not gonna work. Like I said, in the words of Deborah Cox and RL, we can't be friends.
Yeah, listen.
It's like, that, especially if you were in a committed relationship, you really had, deep emotional connection with this person. It just wasn't, a physical thing. When I say physical thing, we all grown, we know what we're talking about, right? So, you really have to separate yourself from that situation and understand that, either y'all gonna get back together and work it out. Again, is this a break or break up? And you really have to decide and really have those real deep and, serious conversations and hard conversations to see where we're going to move forward and navigate. But if it's a breakup, y'all just got to get new friends. Sorry. We all got to break up.
Some time, 90 days or something. So we do have some comments. We have some comments. And if y'all are watching this, send some hearts. You know what I'm saying? Like it, share it. Hey, go on and give us some, look, let the algorithm know that y'all feeling this. All right. So we do have some comments. So Mark Lee. Yes. All right. Boom. You can't divorce your friends, but don't talk trash or praise about your ex. I think that is a good thing, right? I think it's important during this breakup time to actually avoid talking trash, and then also avoiding like talking gossip. You know what I mean? Like I would totally I would just leave all that. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to continue to give power to a situation when you just trying to totally pivot and do something else. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. So Mark says, I had an ex roll up one time after we broke up for years. Mom wanted to know if heart was still fluttering. It wasn't. Listen. Hey, that's what I'm saying. You got to give it some time.
Yes.
Because you're going to have time to heal from that, to get over that. Hey, if my heart's still fluttering and we didn't broke up, listen, I'm trying to move forward.
Yes. Yeah. And not only just time, but a conscious decision to make that healing. It has to be on purpose.
Mm-hmm. You do have to be intentional. You have to be intentional, because it's kind of easy, especially depending on how long you were together, right? Yes. So if y'all was together for a minute, that routine be feeling good, even if it was toxic as hell, right? Yes. That routine will feel good because it's familiar. Well, it might feel good, but familiarity kind of feels good because you kind of know what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's that old statement, it's better, to have the W than the W that you don't. People are comfortable in their situations. So Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's going to be hard to separate unless you, again, separate and do that healing process on yourself where, it doesn't phase you anymore. But that takes time, and it takes being intentional.
It does take time because the truth of the matter is, and I see y'all comments, I promise I'm going to get to them. Because who really wants to go from a 6-year situation to back to, hey, so what's your favorite color, baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times has that been a sobering thought? If you were in a relationship that you are like, man, I know that this ain't even working. And then the thought of, you going from this consistency, this routine to, hey, so what you like to do? So you got to give yourself some time to heal where that don't seem bad. Because in all honesty, if a relationship didn't work out, ideally after you've done the work and the healing, it should be kind of exciting to be like, man, that just means it's somebody better out there for me. My companion is still out there. But when you still kind of, I don't know, butt hurt, I don't know, for lack of a better term, over somebody that you cannot heal from, listen.
Yeah. Or just, let's just call it what it is. Still in love with that person. When you're in love with somebody, and the the rug is pulled from up under you, and you have to really reset your life and your thought process and your feelings and shift those feelings.
Mhm.
That's hard. It's not an easy process, because at the end of the day, we can say what all we want to say, and all these internet gangsters, and I don't care, I can move on. The reality is that we're human, and humans want human connection. And
Facts.
when you with somebody and you're comfortable, you're in love with that person, nobody can tell me in their right mind that they can just say, huh, I'm cool, because that's not reality. You're
No,
lying to us and you're lying to yourself.
unless, because we can't always say all, unless it was one of them situations where you didn't broke up with the person 2 years prior before you didn't broke up with them. You feel me? Because
So yeah,
sometimes that can happen. So,
that
you
could
know,
happen.
it might really be like, but in this particular case, it don't sound like that's the case, because this person is literally asking Lisa, what how do I move with this? Okay, so we got some more comments. So hold your thoughts, Music Man. I know you got some other stuff. Let's see here. Think how many people break up and still go to the same church and same activities. Listen, let me
Mm,
tell you something.
mm.
Y'all know God is close to my heart. And I ain't even trying to make this about me, but I'm telling you, I had hit my bishop up and was like, look, hey, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't really know how to move or whatever, but, it turned out where I can still go to the church because, I'll get into that in another show. But that is a real thing. It's like you be trying to praise the Lord and then you look over at this, at your ex, like, so
That's
Marley's
right.
need time apart for sure before hanging with the crew. Absolutely, I'd say that. So Derek says, I'd say most of the time distance will be needed. It's not always possible, though. It also depends on the maturity, healing process, and intentions of those involved. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Personality.
And be human first. It's okay. This is the thing. Be human first. It's okay if you're not bouncing back. Like, because some people will say, hey, the best way to get over a relationship is to get up
Get
under
into
somebody else.
somebody
Hey, just
else.
go ahead and move forward. Listen, that's not fair. It's not fair. Because if you trying to get up under somebody else without that understanding, how is that cool? Heal first. Heal first, because that's not going to help your process too much either. Okay, and I see somebody else in the studio. Okay, I promise I'm going to get through these comments. Okay, so we have Blue Coal Train LLC. Thank you for joining me. I know who you are. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate that. Consistency is tough to replace. Absolutely, it is. Yeah, it's tough. It's like,
Yeah.
man, you go from
And
routine to root nothing.
yeah, because again, when you go through that process, you decide that that's really it. You're going to go through those 5 stages of grievances. Like, let's
Yeah.
be clear, because again, to your point, we're human first. So you have to work through a process, whether it's through counseling, prayer, or both. Whatever it takes to get you through that healing journey, you have to make a conscious decision that I'm going to get through this. And
Mhm.
one of the things that's helped me, because I've had a lot of situations, losing family members over the past 5 years. But one of the things I can tell you that works for grief, if you choose gratitude, wake up every day to be grateful for something, and that builds joy. Because if you're choosing and trying to chase happiness, it's happenstance, and happiness is fleeting. But when you choose to be joyful and wake up in gratitude, you're going to be a much more joyful person, because it's internal. You're not looking for external things to make you happy. I didn't mean to
Facts.
preach.
Nah, hey, preach. Listen, preach. Bring it.
I'm,
You
I'm
feel
gonna
me?
put, I'm gonna put, I'm put my cash app in the comments. I'm just messing.
Listen, hey, listen. Look, and I know. Remember when I was supposed to put my Zelle in the app, and
Yeah,
I
we
did.
go. I'm not gonna roast you on
Somebody
the
literally,
line.
listen. Somebody literally was like, Lisa, when you supposed to be putting your Zelle out? I did. It was the little QR code, but you can't anyway. All right, so we have some more comments, and thank y'all so much for joining me. I see y'all. I see y'all. Let's see here. So let's see here. Facts. Okay, yeah, I saw that. I saw your comment earlier, Jeff. I really appreciate you. All right, so Vernon says my ex doesn't like me. That doesn't like. Listen, hey, well, and you know what? Some exes do kind of move on, and that's cool because I want my exes. I want y'all to move on. You feel me? Like, yeah. Why you look like that, Music Man? Because listen, I don't don't need you bothering me while I'm trying to heal. Leave me the hell alone. Leave me alone. Right?
Knock,
They
knock.
don't believe that. Some of them don't want to be leaving you alone, but leave me alone. I need to heal.
I'm gonna say I don't know nothing about that though. I'm gonna just drink my water.
I'm gonna drink my wine to that too. Okay,
Mm.
okay, boom. So, Malik, thank you so much for joining me. All right, it says I'm a breakup before I leave a dude. If I leave, that means it's over. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Although,
relationships. But the thing about that, and I agree with you with that, but relationships are two ways. It can be over for you, but it might not be over from the other person. And that's how you get stalkers. So let's keep it real. Sometimes breakups are one sided, and then they like, "Yo, you still my boo" thing. And you're like, "I'm not though." And they be coming to watch you, you know, at your house, stand outside the job. Like it gets, you know, you have to move with caution with breakups
you really
because
do because some people be unhinged. For real. They
yeah,
be
woo,
that's a whole nother show. I ain't gonna get into that
woo,
because I'm sure we all
woo.
got a story to tell. Okay, maybe
You
not
just
all.
took my word. Stay out of my head, Lise, because I've been using that word. We're gonna talk about that seriously on another
We're
show
gonna talk
about
about
people
that.
being unhinged. Absolutely.
Listen, absolutely, absolutely. And I see that we got Tommy in the studio. I'm gonna bring you on shortly, Tommy, because I know you got some stuff. I know you got some stuff you want to talk about. All right, so boom. So let me see. Oh, thank you so much for joining me, fam. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, so Derek says, I have a person who's going to be around my people forever. We completely ignore each other, even if right next to each other, the silliness. But until she matures, I have nothing to say. You know, I can see that. And I've been pretty lucky where, I don't have no exes, no lingering exes, because I ain't got no kids. You feel me? So that kid thing adds a whole nother element to it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So let's see here.
Facts.
Leah Nicole, thank you for joining me, fam. I appreciate
Leah,
it.
what it
Yes.
do? What
What
it
it do,
do?
fam? What it do? Hi, James. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Yes, yes, yes. Church, yes, yes, because we was preaching up in here earlier, okay? All right, so Mark Lee Stalkers would be a two. Listen,
You already know. That's gonna be a show. We got to do that one at some point because hey, that's a pivot show, 100%. Because
yeah,
that's a real thing. Because just because you break up somebody, that don't mean they break up with you. Let's be real.
listen. I ain't gonna speak on it. All I can speak on is me. When I'm done,
Mm,
I'm done. Hey, I'm all or nothing. Look, if I'm done, I'm done. It ain't no getting back together. It ain't none of that. I'm done. You know. Ooh, ooh.
facts. No
All right, so
spinning
I'm
the
gonna
block.
go ahead and bring Tommy on. Hi, Tommy. How you doing? How are you?
I'm doing better than ever. How y'all?
Good. How
Hey,
you? What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Man, you got it, man.
Gucci, Gucci.
I
All right,
appreciate you.
so Tommy, what would your advice be? So let me tell you about this situation, okay? Did you hear it earlier? So basically, what had happened was a listener was kind of like, okay, I just broke up with somebody. We run in the same circles. So, how do you move? Like this group of people, they hang out, they going to clubs, they traveling, look, they going to church together, they doing all of that. Okay. What would your advice be to this person that's kind of like, how do I move after this breakup with somebody that still runs into the same circles? Like, so if they're going to be at the Burn Cigar Bar downtown, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, what would your advice be?
Well, first, I will have to say that, we understand that we live in a world where there's a lot of pain. And pain is the address where most people live.
Hmm.
In order to get an address change, if you're going to move to a different address, which is healing, right? If healing is your new address, that means that there's have to be a lifestyle change.
Hmm.
This is why I'm very cynical when folks say, "Well, I'm working on myself." 2 weeks off Facebook doesn't mean you're working on yourself.
Hmm.
Working on yourself is a lifestyle change. So my advice to individuals in that situation would be, you have to do the work, and you're going to have to probably detach yourself because the wound is too open and too fresh.
Hmm.
How can you expect to heal and be whole, and you're still traveling and running in the same circle with an individual whom you still have these very strong feelings for?
Hmm.
It may be one way. They may not have strong feelings for you anymore. We don't know. But the thing is, you have to make sure that you heal. And when you make sure you heal, you got to understand that healing is a lifestyle change. There are some places you may not be able to go anymore for a while. There are some foods you may have to change up eating. There are some shows you may not have to watch. There may be a routine you may have to change. This will go on anywhere for a minimum of at least 6 to 11 months if you're serious about putting in the work. And you may feel like you're going back and forth, a tug of war. And it would be like that for a while. And I would tell people, you have to understand and you have to be comfortable with allowing yourself to vent out. This can be screams early in the morning time, frustration, irritation, things you don't understand. You're letting it all out. Because if you do not do that, and this is the part that I am very adamant about, right? There are a lot of broken people out there who are broken because they don't want to put in the work. What happened to you may not be your fault, but it's your fault if you stay there. You do not get an excuse to bleed on somebody who didn't cut you, all because you don't want to put the work in.
Absolutely.
You don't get a pass to do people any kind of way and sabotage things because you choose to stay broken. So if you're serious about your healing, you're going to have to detach yourself. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to make sure that nothing gets in through your eye gates. You're going to have to remove pictures. You're going to have to get rid of little symbols, little things, little gifts. These are things you have to do for yourself, because if you don't do it, you will not heal. And this is why I have so many people that are in broken relationships. They sabotage stuff over and over again. The people find a way to sabotage because they have not healed. And I'm not one to sit here and tell someone that healing journey is easy. It is very, very painful. I mean, you will cry to the point to where you're crying, but no more tears are coming out. It is pain down to the bone. But the beauty of that is, as a woman gives birth to a child, healing gives birth to a whole new you. And when you will look back and you will realize you're not the same person you were a year ago. There are boundaries you're not afraid to put up. There are things you're not afraid to speak on. There are red flags you're not afraid to address immediately. The world looks different, but none of that happens unless you put the work in the hill. Hope that helps.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You know, so let me ask you something real quick, Tommy. So when you said you got to get rid of pictures, right? Okay, let me ask you this. What about the wedding album? Are we burning the wedding album?
You will do whatever you need to do to get out of your sight. And you know, do we burn things? I don't know I don't know if it will make a difference to burn it or throw it away, or to take it and give it away. But the thing about it is this: why hold on to something that is now dead?
Yep, I agree with that.
You know, it doesn't really matter how you get rid of it. There are plenty of times in the Bible where God told people, cut this. Don't keep cut it. Like, get rid of, don't keep nothing. And there are some things in life to where we have to cut. We don't keep nothing, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Because nothing, and I mean no picture, no phone number, no screenshot is worth your healing.
So Leah Nicole says,
and that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
It's something you said, brother, that really made me think about something. As you were talking about pain. Oftentimes, for somebody who has really, took his lifestyle serious, for the past year, lost 60 pounds, got in shape. So you do have to make a conscious decision. The other part is that when you're doing the healing process, when you're building something to better, there is a breakdown of something, right? So when you're lifting muscles, you're breaking down the muscles. So it's resistance training. And that's how you have to go through the journey when you're going through the healing process of a breakup and pain. It's resistance training. You have to keep going, even on days when you say, I can't do this, and still make the conscious decision that you can, because that builds up that resistance muscle to go forward and get yourself to a better place.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. That totally makes sense. So look, check this out. So Malik says, to me, all of these after feelings mean that you have not made up your mind. Yeah, because I think that when you are sure in your decision, it's not all these extra feelings. So I totally agree with that. So Blue Coal Train LLC says, that's tough when family pics with children are involved or family members who have transitioned. And that's very true. And I can definitely see that because, yeah, like for example, my father, as many of you all know, has passed on. And so, there are those pictures, you know what I'm saying, that exist, maybe I would. What did we used to do back in the day when, before social media, right? Then we used to cut people out, or we used
Yeah.
to like
Hey, AI is big now, so there's gonna be a part
listen.
where you're gonna be able to scan out people.
We
Actually,
got
you can do that now
Photoshop.
with iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
We
can
got
literally like
Photoshop.
copy and paste something out of something and have get rid of that other person that you don't want to be in the image. So absolutely,
Listen, you know who
we're in a different age.
you know what? I think that I would like Photoshop. What's that fine actor Kofi Sarabi? Maybe I could Photoshop him. I'm just, I'm
That's
just
wild.
playing.
Now, one thing that comes to my mind as we talk about feelings and emotions, we have to remember. At least I will just say for myself, right?
Mhm,
They don't go away overnight. So if they don't go away overnight, but you're trying to heal, right?
mhm,
And you feel that tug, then you have to ask yourself a couple things. What is the solution? Because as you heal, the feelings and the emotions will be there for a while.
mhm,
This is one reason why it's so important to guard your eyes and to guard your heart. But one thing that I believe that I know that as far as that helped me, right, was
mhm,
no, we have to get to the point of seeing ourselves where we want to be, right? And if you see yourself healed and whole on the other side, and you want to be, right, there's
mhm,
nothing wrong with like I said, with writing out your vision. So what I did for myself was, right, when I was going through all the pain, even though I didn't see it at the time, I wrote down the kind of man that I believe I wanted to be
mhm,
after I healed and whole. Now
mhm.
I was not that man then, but we're gonna get there. So every day, like watering the plant, all right, I will say my affirmation to myself. It didn't feel like it. I ain't see it, but I kept saying it. And it's something about the power of what you believe for yourself.
Facts,
And
facts.
it didn't happen in 5 days, in a week, in a
Mhm,
month,
mhm.
but inch by inch, I know I got stronger. I got more determined, and it's like watering the plant. The plant takes a long time to come, but it grows. And
Mhm,
the same
mhm.
thing will happen when you keep saying these things to yourself, because you're the only voice you're going to hear for a long time.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
All right,
and
we have a few more comments, and then we're gonna get to these other topics real quick. All right, so that dude JT09, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you, fam. You can't shake habits and memories or feelings. That's why seasonal emotions exist. You have just to fight through emotions because in a relationship it's not all bad. That makes sense. And that's true because, and that's a good point because sometimes when you break up with somebody, even if it was toxic or whatever, you're, the good memories seem to kind of hit you. Like, oh, well, I remember the time when we went to Fiji and we did XYZ, it's just like, damn, right? So I definitely get that point. So let's see. The pain seems to be regrets. If you have regrets, you aren't living in reality. I can see that because I'll pose this question. Should there be regrets or learn lessons? Because if you've learned the lessons, should there be regrets? Or is that
Yes.
mutually exclusive? Is that mutually exclusive?
So
All right.
I think that, yeah, I agree with
Go
that
ahead.
100%. Because I have this point. Not all L's are created equal. Some are lessons, some are losses, and some can be both.
Facts. Facts.
Mm. Mm.
So let's see here. That dude says, couldn't edit my comment, but I'm basically saying you just can't shake years of habits. That's true. Because
Right.
routine, consistency, habits, that stuff. Listen, if you can break it within 24 hours, man, listen. Hit me on the inbox.
Right.
Hit me on the inbox because I'm gonna need to know how you do that because listen, it took me some time.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm Gucci now, but it took me some time.
Right.
Yeah.
So
when you really in love with somebody, you can't just like turn off your feelings like a light switch. It don't work like that. That's not reality or human.
facts, and especially if your intentions was pure going into it. If your intentions was, I want to be with this person forever. I want this to be my forever bae or companion or whatever. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, y'all, I'm about to share something else. Now, y'all are familiar with this because this was in a group. Let me share I'm going to share this post. So give me a second, y'all. All right. So let's see here. Now, this was a food. Okay. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to share this. All right. Couple angry after they charge guests $450 to attend their $200K wedding and all the guests canceled. Okay. So this couple basically upset because their wedding was going to cost $200K and they was charging their guests $450 to attend their wedding. $450 to attend their wedding.
I'm not paying $450 for a VIP ticket to see a celebrity, let alone somebody's wedding.
Listen.
I mean, can we be real? I mean,
yeah, let's be real because I seen that and I'm like, the audacity.
Yeah, like so. As a woman, I need you to say it for me, Lise. If you broke, just say that, because I want to come off sassy because I'm a whole man in this piece.
Oh yeah, you ain't trying to come off. What was it? Sprinkle. Was it soft guy? You ain't trying to be soft guy tonight.
I'm never trying to be soft guy.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that. I'm just saying.
You already know.
I'm not saying like you, but I'm just saying,
But yeah, but yeah. So it's like the fact that if you can't afford something, don't do it. And then that just tells me that you're doing it for the wrong reasons because a lot of people like to put on these shows in terms of like the wedding when that's not even the most important part of it. You could have had a small little, get together for family because what's most important is that actual marriage, not the celebration.
Facts. The priorities seem wrong. And like Leah said, that's tacky. Listen, I'm just going to tell my friends now. Y'all know that I love y'all to life, right? Now, and congratulations to Nikki Bonner now. Used to be Nikki Howard for getting married. Congratulations, right? I'm sure she ain't charged her friends $450 to come to the wedding. But yeah, that is very tacky. And it just seems like sometimes people put their priorities are wrong. They're putting all this emphasis into the wedding and all this stuff. But it's like, bruh, like, are you going to put anything into how y'all going to stay married? Y'all contract under God or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of...
Then be broke up in 12 months or 5 years because the priorities were in the wrong place.
Listen. The amount of money you spend on a wedding is not indicative on longevity. I'm just saying. So what were you going to say? No,
I was going to say congratulations to Nikki.
Congratulations, Nikki Bonner. And the pictures are absolutely beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Okay, y'all. So we go ahead.
I said I love seeing love. That's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Beautiful. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to win.
I pray for that union. I speak blessings on that union.
I do too. Absolutely. Love, light, prayer. May God bless your union for eternity. Right.
Amen.
All right, y'all. So we do have some more comments. Hold on, let's see here. Because I do want to share a few of those comments as well. As a matter of fact, let me share a few of those comments. It was crazy. Y'all went crazy on that post. Y'all went crazy. Let's see here. The married couple. Okay, so boom, look at a few of these comments. Good luck collecting from those friends you don't have anymore. Listen. So this is from Relationship Soup Group, y'all. Okay.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
sounds like they're trying to get money back from what they spent. No one is going to 10. Listen, my
For real.
friends, if y'all invite me to a wedding and y'all charge me, hell, if y'all charge me 50, I ain't coming. I ain't coming. Good luck. God bless. But that's it.
Yeah.
So Angela Braylon says, who do they think they are? Beyonce and Jay-Z.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not paying $450 to see Beyonce and Jay-Z. Like, cut it out. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that.
Somebody says, don't go. Eddie Expert says, what were they thinking? Nikki Carey says, if you can't afford that bill, go down to the courthouse and get married, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Like, because again, your priorities in the wrong place. You spending money on something you can't afford. Cut it out. Cut it out.
The second husband is always the best. Fam, are you talking to me? Hold on.
Okay, I see you, Leah. She's trying to put the hot sauce out.
Listen, cuz
wow.
Now, as y'all know, Leah Nicole is my cousin, right? Cuz what are we, like second or third cousins or something? Your next husband going to be wealthy and fine. I suggest you. Cuz listen, I claim that with my whole heart and soul.
Yeah.
You hear me? I claim all of that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm cracking up. So let's see here. So we do have some more comments. Derek says, if you can't afford it, don't do it. And that marriage won't last if this is what it's based on. Absolutely. Because I know of a couple marriages where they spent buku cash on their wedding.
Yes.
And it didn't last. It did not last. Like, yeah, it was.
Yeah, you just had an expensive party. That's all.
Facts. And they're going to be talking about your food at the reception anyway.
Exactly.
You're going to spend all that money for fried chicken. Listen, you're going to spend all that money. You're going to spend $60 a plate for some fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans. They're going to talk about it anyway.
Facts. I could have went to Popeyes, got everybody something for $100.
Chad, please don't bring Queen Beyonce in this. Listen. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I love some Beyonce, but I ain't paying $450 to see her though.
Listen, you know now, Reese, you know how I feel about Kelly Rowland. I'm not paying $450 to go to the wedding. I wouldn't. I can't do it.
No, I'm cool.
Not that I ain't got it. I just ain't gonna do it. You know what I can do with 450 bones?
So I've been going to a lot of concerts lately. So Maxwell is coming to town, right? And so he's got a VIP package that's $500 plus tax for meet and greet. Who paying that?
Listen.
Ladies in the comments, are y'all paying $500 to see Maxwell? Actually, No. People paying $1,000 to see Chris Brown. Chris Brown.
Hey. That's what I was gonna talk about. Like, listen, now. I'm not saying I would pay $450 to see Chris Brown because them meet and greets be off the chain, right? Y'all see them meet and greets?
I mean,
Chris giving it to him, man. He breaking up relationships, marriages.
He definitely is. Like, yo,
yeah.
Chris doing life in a big way. I ain't mad at him.
Listen.
No hateration in this part.
I can't do it. Yeah. So let's see here. We have a few more comments, y'all. Let's see here. And I appreciate this participation. I never heard of anyone charging for, listen, I've never heard, and I think I commented because I remember reading, like, are they trolling? Like, is this real? Is this cap? Like, people really charging for weddings? Like, that's what we doing?
Yeah, and never. And as a man, though, that would mess with my pride. I'm not asking somebody to pay for my wedding. Like, just on the strength of being a man, I'm not going to ask for a sponsorship because reality is, man, we have a lot of pride. So if we can't afford it, we just can't afford it, man. That's it.
Facts. I'm good.
I ain't going. Marriage based on anyway. If you're so focused on trying to make it this big elaborate wedding, okay, we want a big wedding, great. But like, what's more important than that, or how we build our lives after that?
Exactly. Because you're so focused on the turn up that your marriage gonna be trash.
The priorities is wrong. The Priders, and I'm not saying I don't want to communicate the message that a couple should not have what they want. If you got it, it ain't
right.
They ball out.
Say, it ain't tricking if you got it, right? I see it. But if you ain't got it and you want your people to pay for your wedding, I just don't think that's cool. I don't think it's the same as bringing gifts or, you know, giving a love gift or money or whatever. $450 is stupid. I'm going to say it's stupid. I know as a host, I'm supposed to be neutral, but that's stupid. You charging $450, it's just done.
Yeah,
okay, so
that just reminds me, and I'm a man of God, but that's just like a pastor telling you got to put a $450 offering to get your blessing. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing that. Like, nah, that's out of pocket. That's out of pocket.
Probably had a whack DJ or horrible. Listen,
hey, they should have hired me.
$200K. Y'all better be coming with, I don't know, what's that? Hey, if you ain't coming with Reese or what's that DJ in New York that everybody like? Kid Capri. I mean, I can't even see it. Man. Okay, so let's see here. We got a couple more comments, and we're gonna move on to one more topic, y'all, because this hour always goes so fast. Holly says, I'm not spending a lot. I want a barbecue, laughing, but very serious. I'd rather spend money on a home with acres. Listen.
Hey, I'm pulling up to your wedding. I'll bring the barbecue sauce. I got you. Let's go.
Or put that money into the honeymoon. Like put it into y'all investments, into
so many other things. Yeah.
I'm cool.
You spend all that money on a wedding. I'm just kind of curious, like, where y'all going for your honeymoon? Like,
I hope around the world for $200K. I don't know. I don't know. I hope we going around the world, baby. We spending $200K. Where we going? We going around the world. We going around. So Leah says, not Maxwell, but the Carter.
Yo.
That's what's up. Look,
I'm mad at it. J&B, I feel you.
I guess I'm spoiled because when I worked in radio, I didn't have to pay for meet and greets. You feel me? So it just seems like, dang, they cost that much? For real?
Yes. Justin Timberlake charges $1,700. Facts.
And you know, people.
I'm like,
they're doing that because fans are going to pay that. Yeah. But as a wedding, you ain't got no fans. You got friends and family, bro. You got friends and family. You ain't got no fans. What you doing?
Humble yourself. Humble yourself.
Please. Cry before the fall, ma'am and sir.
I swear.
All right, so let's see here, y'all. There's another topic that I want to get to real fast, and then we're going to go ahead and cut this off until next week. All right, so let's see here. There was another topic that I wanted to talk about real quick. Let's see here. Okay, boom. Let's look at, it was Homegirl who played like she was dead. Okay, so y'all probably remember this from relationships. So basically, it was this girl. This is supposedly the girl. Now, look, I'm not verifying this story. I don't know if it's cap or not, okay? I did not put on my journalistic hat. I did not do no additional research. I'm just kind of talking about what was in relationship too. So basically, she dated this dude in 2021. He had a good heart, but he was broke. So basically, pretty much, I'm paraphrasing, she ended things, right? And she basically told dude, like, she didn't tell dude, but she, like, faked like she died, okay? She faked her death, right? So that this dude, look, the breakup, that's the extreme that she went to, okay? So, and she basically watched him from a fake account. They didn't have no mutual friends, yada, yada, yada. So y'all can paint the picture from there. So now this sister's dilemma is, now he's doing well. This brother then had a glow up. Do brothers have glow ups? Okay, so he had a glow up, and now she wants to reconnect because bruh basically got his stuff together.
So
but she faked her death.
Yeah, that's diabolical. First of all, that is diabolical. Now she want to spin the block.
Listen,
then she want to spin the block.
She talked about how this dude was really devastated about her death.
Yeah.
Devastated. So he and his feelings, and now she's like, okay, I done checked up on him and he doing well. Now I need to figure out how I can get back in. What's your
She want that
advice?
old thing back. Yeah, first of all, she needs professional help. Let's start there. Because she's sick in the head. Like that Michael Jordan meme, stop it. You need help. That's her. Because she needs help. She is sick in the head. Because first of all, to fake your death, that's an extreme. Why you just can't say, hey, I just can't do you right now, or hey, I'm not feeling it no more, break up. But to go to the extreme to say you died, and then after you see, oh boy, with the come up, back then they didn't want me, now hot, they all on me, Mike Jones. Now you want that old thing back. You want to circle the block. Miss me with that.
Facts,
Go
facts.
get
What you
counseling.
think?
Go get some help.
What you think, Tommy? What's your views on her wanting homie back? She didn't lie. She didn't say she died. She didn't went to be with the Lord. And now, because to be absent from the body is to be present with
Did,
the Lord, right?
did she change her name to Casper though? That's what I want to know.
I, I am a very big fan of reconciliation. However, I do know that that's not possible all the time. So I will also say this: people have a misunderstanding. They believe that forgiveness means reconciliation. It doesn't. I can forgive you and not reconcile with you. Which the healthy thing to do is if she was trying to go back to him and he finds out, he'd probably be angry and upset, but to reconcile with you and come back together with you after that right there, no. Because whatever it is, you do something like that, I have to ask the question, what else is attached to that? It's never, it's never
Speak on it, bro. Speak on it.
what you did. It's always that plus what's under that.
Yes.
It's like driving down the street. I don't know if you ever hit a deer or dodge one, but when a deer runs across the road, you always hit your brakes because the second deer is coming. It's never just one. It's always one and then the other, right? I have to ask the question, you hit me with this one, what's the other one that's coming? No. I forgive you, but we cannot reconcile. But the Lord is good.
Listen, look, that who says this gives a whole new meaning to your dead.
Facts. That's actually dead to me.
Gold digger with no heart. Gotta pray for people like that. They need serious help.
Exactly.
Derek Norris
Yeah.
says, I think she should put her confession on his page. That's beyond therapy. That's insane asylum.
Right.
She cray.
Mark,
So I was just thinking about that. Like, with that being said, her coming back, because that's definitely like psychotic behavior. She might be a killer. So you just never know. She tried to like pretend she faked her death and whatever, and then she tried to come back. Like she might be trying to set homie up and get that life insurance policy on him.
Yeah, like
I'm cool. See, and you know what, Reese? You know I watch a lot of Dateline, First 48.
You already know the first 48?
Mary Murder. You know, I watch all those true crime because when I seen that, I'm like, man, she do seem like the type that might, you know what I'm saying? Like do some, yeah, because
it's in the
that
DNA.
is extreme. Like, you know, and you know, because I try to when I see things, I try to get an understanding. Like, what was the root of that? Like what made her move like that?
Yes.
You know, what birthed that? Because a simple look, sir, this isn't going to work. Should have done.
That goes all the way back though, Lisa. And this is why, even with people like that, there are certain people that can do some very hurtful things to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is the part of me that still has compassion, but not gullible, right?
Yes.
Because there are things. Now I don't know if this will happen with her, but kind of makes sense. There are things that adults have dealt with when they were children that should not happen to children.
Mm-hmm.
And as they get older, they relive that trauma in their young adulthood, and it compounds that. and that kind of takes over who they are. So now they don't even know who they really are. All they know is the trauma they live and it comes out of them. So we have to, like, you know, we still can forgive these people and have compassion, but like reconcile them with them.
Yeah, love them from a distance, bro.
Facts.
Love them from a distance. You can't come over here because Judas. Because like I seriously, like, that's the kind of person that will literally try to set you up for your life insurance policy. Oh, you came up, cool, hey boo, and then all of a sudden you got a bloodbath, and she like, yeah, I'm his beneficiary.
And I don't know why
you crazy.
Why I keep
get away from me.
I'm thinking about the deer. For some reason, I can't get it out of my mind. But it just, I hit too many in my life. But one thing I do know is that when something like this happens in real life with her or in the toxic, you have to ask yourself the question, what's coming next behind it? Because one thing I do know, when something like that happens, or you hear something toxic, it's something else that's right there that's coming.
Absolutely. Toxic behavior seems like it just builds. It's not just one toxic thing. It's like a build. Like, so she faking like she dead. That means somebody probably gonna end up dead. That's what I'm thinking in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She got a whole point.
And on the flip side of that, you don't know, he could be crazy. And that, seeing her alive, could trigger him. And I don't know what, and I'm not a lawyer, but I could ask my lawyer. I have a couple aunts and uncles who are lawyers, but like the double jeopardy law, he could off her and like, hey, she could be real dead for real. Like, oh, you played dead? All right, I got you. You want to?
First of all, it's illegal. I'm thinking, I'm not no attorney, but it's illegal to act like you dead anyway. So I don't even know how that.
Yeah, there's laws against that. Yeah, I don't know how she didn't go to jail for that. Yeah.
I don't even know how she got away with that. Like, what town they living in? Like, how you do that? Because if I was to try to, I ain't even gonna put that. I ain't gonna speak that over myself.
No, we ain't
because I already know somebody gonna be like, man, I saw Lisa at Fresh Time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see Lisa at Fresh Time. She ain't dead. What you mean she dead?
Yep, she was holding the avocado and everything.
You already know, because you know how I feel about avocados. Man, I see her in her sundress in Fresh Time.
She had one AirPod in. Listen. I swear. You know, and in this day and time, they go load it on Facebook. See, there she is right there. See her?
You already know, because I'm gonna tell you something. If it was the other way around, because this makes me think, because y'all remember the responses in the group, okay? But it makes me think, and I'll share those real fast, and I promise we're gonna get out of here. My thoughts are, what if it was a dude that did that? Like what you know, how would that whole dynamic change? Like, look, these are some of the comments. And it's very similar to, you know, what we all are kind of joking and vibing about tonight, right?
Yeah.
Just call what's that? Lazarinthia? Rethanina? I don't even know what's this one, right? I don't know. But yeah, these comments are pretty funny, so I'm gonna stop this share. All right, boom. So I don't know. So
yeah, that's diabolical.
I say, listen, sis, just keep it moving. Go get you some therapy. If I had to give you some advice, go get some therapy, sis. Just get some knowledge yourself. Get some therapy. Get some help. Leave him alone.
And look, sis. Let me say something right quick with therapy. Jesus and the therapist works real good together.
It's a perfect combination. Works two things. Jesus and the therapist. I'm
real good together.
All about that. 100%.
Look, so here we go. So Vernon says, because we about to get out of here. Vernon says, now she's a stalker. Good show. Thank you, V. I appreciate that. She would put something in your food. What's that Ben Affleck movie? Let's see here. Gone Girl. Listen, and you know what? I thought Gone Girl was a terrible movie. I watched it one time and was like, what in the world? But that movie got a lot of accolades, like a lot of praise.
What was that Tyler Perry movie? Not the latest one, but the one before that he came out with. It had something like similar to that too.
Are you talking about Acrimony?
No, the one with the one with Kelly Rowland in it.
Oh, I forgot. How could I forget?
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about because it was on wasn't it on Prime?
Yeah, it was no
Yeah,
problem. Yeah,
yeah,
it was no
yeah.
problem. Yeah, it was no problem.
It's pretty good too.
Yeah. Now
Yeah, yeah,
that Tyler Perry movie. I mean, I like quite a few Tyler Perry movies. You know,
yeah.
I guess. All right, y'all. So let's see here. Are there any last words y'all want to give my listeners before I do my spiel?
I'll let you go first, brother, and then I'll go.
Do you have anything, Tommy, that you want to say?
Um, yeah, I would just say that to women out there in relationships and even to men, I would always say there's something that there's four faces of manhood, and when a man has a woman to study her, he has to understand what face to wear, and he has four faces. He can wear the face of a king, the face of a warrior, the face of a lover, and the face of a friend. But he has to be able to understand what face to wear. Too much king, he's a dictator. Too much warrior, he's a fighter. Too much lover, he's not listening. Too much friend, too much passive aggressiveness. So he has to know what face to wear and what she needs at the time. The face of a king, a warrior, a lover, or friend.
Oh, I love that. Do you I know that you're an actor as well and you have a book and different things like that, and share those links with me so that I can put them in the chat too.
Okay.
Do you have any upcoming shows or anything?
So I have a film that I'm working on right now called Hands Clash of the Champions. In this film I play a boxer. And so basically what's going on is there are a group of individuals and there's this drug that's going around. And it's called Champion. It's kind of like the Last Dragon. Remember how he took it? He got that glow. So the guys take this Champion and they get this glow. But the bad part about it is a very toxic drug. So you have this
Okay.
huge tournament that comes, and when a tournament comes, you have these guys that's on the Champion, and you want to try to, I can't get too much of it away, but
Yeah. You just
yeah,
got tease it.
yeah,
Give them the
yeah.
Costco sample.
And I boxed in real life. I boxed. I was in the military, so it was a great one for me. And then got another show coming, another film I'm doing next month called Granted. So it's got a lot going on for the rest of the year. Yeah.
Okay. Well, share your information. Send it to me in Messenger, and if you're cool with it, I'll put it in the chat so people can follow you, find you, buy your book, and all of that. Okay.
Okay. Sure thing,
All
sis.
right. So, Reese, any last words before we get out of chair and I do my little spiel?
Yes. So, gratitude is the spouse or the boo thing of joy. So, if you want to be joyful, choose gratitude. Wake up every morning looking for something to be grateful for, and
Hmm.
you will have joy in your life. Do not chase happiness. Decide to have joy, but it's birthed out of gratitude. So, be grateful.
You know, I love that. And you know what? I'm thinking,
Hmm.
this is a divine message. I'm gonna tell you something because y'all know I just got back from Phoenix, and there was someone that I met, and one question they asked me, "What inspires me, and what brings me joy?" You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? And here it is, you speaking on joy, right?
Yeah.
So, but if I had to answer that real quick too, I would say that some of the things that do bring me joy are learning, right? Learning, growth, and connecting with others and planting seeds to help the masses. I think
Hmm.
that brings me a lot of joy when you're able to be of service. Let me say in layman's terms. When I'm able to be of service, that brings me a lot of joy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, boom. So I know we went a little over tonight. I want to thank all of y'all for listening tonight, for your comments, for everything. I really appreciate you because y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all was with me tonight on a Tuesday.
But you
On a
said, hey.
Tuesday,
On a Tuesday,
right?
Tuesday.
Oh, thank you. Okay, look, I ain't gonna sing because I ain't got the Kelly Rowland vocals.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the iTunes.
Come
Come
on,
on,
man.
you can do it.
No, it's the
My whole
iTunes, the
life.
auto tunes, the auto tunes. I said the iTunes. Okay, so
I know what you meant.
look, well, I had to correct it because I'm surprised Reading Rainbow ain't popped up. Coach
Facts.
didn't get on here with the Reading Rainbow, but Leah
Yeah.
Nicole says, "Great show, fam. You look beautiful. Thank you so much, cuz I really appreciate you." Holly says, "Thank you for the session. You all have a wonderful and blessed rest of your week." Absolutely, absolutely. All right, and let me give a shout out to my mama. Let me give a shout out to my mama. Mama, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. Aunt Anna was on here tonight as she had. Look, my aunt, they ain't missed no shows. They done been on all the shows. So I really appreciate it. And Derek, thank y'all so much. Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate you. So let's see here. Let me do my last little spiel. Y'all know I got to do it before we get out of here. Make sure that you are following, liking, share this. Play it a lot on Facebook. Look at it twice, 3 times. Yeah. Share it with your friends, right? Please follow us. Subscribe. YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Stop playing. You know you tripping if you watching this every week and you ain't subscribed. All right, so that's YouTube. On YouTube, it's Relationship Soup, period. You got to put the period in there, right? And then on Facebook, join the forum, y'all. Relationship Soup group, IG Relationship Soup. If you want to follow me, it's Relationship Soup LLC. And let's see here. What else? What's the other one, Reese? What am I missing? That's it. Or you can follow me at Lisa Hughes, right? Right? So my advice as always, I know. Get the numbers up. Tell a friend, y'all. Tell a friend. Send me some stars, right? You feeling generous, send us some stars. But anyway, as I always say, love yourself. Self-love is everything. It starts with self, right? Before you can love anyone else, you gotta love yourself. All right. So with that, I say peace.